Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My setup is a little bit different. I am currently celebrating my wedding anniversary and we are staying at a very beloved hotel that we've been coming to for the past 10 years. We actually got engaged here and so we come back every year. As promised, we have all been waiting for the Merit Cleanser review. And I have tested this out in many different ways, and I'm here to report back to you my findings. I do have a full face of clean girl makeup look, and I'll explain to you the difference in a second. Grab yourselves a cup of coffee. I don't really know how long we're gonna be here. I am actually filming this by myself, so it may get a little bit messy when demoing this for you guys, so bear with me. Okay, this is a Biophase cleanser. I used it this morning. It's been several hours and it still hasn't quite totally like separated. We've only got that much right there, if you guys can see. This does take quite a long time to go back to its original state after you shake it, which is fine. That doesn't bother me because you have to shake it before using it. It breaks down SPF, it double cleanses, but it is gentle enough to use morning and night. The pump mechanism on this, by the way, I didn't even show you the top, but it has that very classic Merit top, and the pump is for that foam-like consistency. It says that you are to apply 3 to 4 pumps and onto dry or wet skin and massage in circular motions for 30 seconds and rinse thoroughly with warm water. Okay, definitely use warm water when using this because it is a lot more effective at really taking off the makeup and rinsing your face accurately versus using colder water. Been there, done that. So that's what one of the things that I've noticed. It definitely does double cleanse. I have found that the difference between like a clean girl makeup look is kind of like this. I have makeup on, but it's not too much. It's not full glam, okay? I've tried this with full glam, and this makeup is quite different than the makeup that I do for work. I do use a lot, more eyeshadows versus just a one and done. I use a slightly, thicker mascara. I use a heavier matte finish foundation, like not heavier, it just has more coverage. I apply the Merit SPF. I do the whole thing. I wanted to know if this would really double cleanse that kind of look for me. I've always been somebody who double cleanse all the time because I have not come across a single cleanser that is effective at taking off all of my makeup. I don't want raccoon eyes. We're not doing that. And as somebody with combination to oily skin, I really don't like the makeup wipes or those micellar waters. They always leave some kind of film and they always get into my eyes. As somebody who has had LASIK surgery before on my eyes, I take care of them and I don't like anything. I won't even use a skincare product that sinks into my eyes, so I'm very particular about what I use to remove my eye makeup. So I have always found that water and cleanser just works best for me. At my regular makeup routine that I do during the week, which I would say is a moderate level of glam, okay? If you guys want to know what that looks like, go ahead and watch the video I uploaded last week talking about the Louis Vuitton launch and what my thoughts were. You can see like that's the makeup I use when I am going to work during the weekdays. This does a good job at double cleansing. It really does. If I'm doing a clean girl look like this, this gets the job done very effectively. The massaging 30 seconds is essential. You have to massage this foam-like cleanser onto the skin and really work it in, because it really does break down the SPF. It breaks down your makeup and your eye makeup, especially these Merit single shadows. It really does get in there. It gets off all of the mascara, especially this Victoria Beckham tubing mascara. It is very effective at really getting all the gunk out of your eyes, out of your eyebrows, as long as you massage it onto your skin. I have used it with wet or dry skin. It really doesn't make a difference. It's very effective in the way that it works. There are I'm gonna say this again because I feel like I've said this before. There are very few products that Merit makes that I dislike. When they set out to execute a product, and when they make a claim like double cleanse face wash, they execute it well. And I think that they created this obviously for their line and their line of makeup, and they succeeded. When I wear this clean girl look, I get all of my makeup off and it does not feel drying. My skin doesn't feel tight, and I'm somebody with combination to oily skin. It's really hard for any of these cleansers to really penetrate through the oils of my skin that it produces throughout the day. And I wear my makeup at least 10 hours in a day. I have a toddler. My days are long, and it does an amazing job. But what I wanted to also know was, does this play well with others? Does this really double cleanse when using other products, like heavier foundations, higher coverage foundations? And this is what I have found. I use their SPF. It's the only SPF besides the St. Jane that I actually like. Their SPF I can actually just use as foundation. I don't find that I need to use my Merit complexion stick when I'm doing a makeup look. It has enough coverage for that. It has this satin dry down finish. It doesn't sink into fine lines. It doesn't feel like it's clogging your pores. It doesn't feel suffocating on the skin, which is one of the things I hate the most about SPF. It's just a thing. It's a mineral SPF. It just it feels that way. And I know this has been a very unpopular opinion in my channel, but those of you who have been following me for a long time know I really dislike SPF, and I don't wear it. I know. That's just me. Don't do what I'm telling you to do, okay? I really hate it, so I don't wear it. And it makes my skin break out every time. I'm very prone to milia. Those are just terrible because they're these tiny little bumps that appear all over your face. They don't have a head. They're the same color of your skin, but it takes an extremely long time to get rid of them. And I don't want to venture down that journey. So I just avoid SPF because it happens every time. It doesn't matter whether it's a clean brand or not. I don't know. My skin hates it. The Merit one, they did it very well. I'm going to do a separate video on that. Just keep a note. I have a couple of other things that I'm trying to test out with it before I report back to you guys. This cleanser, when I wear my makeup during the week, does a good job at double cleansing. However, I definitely do need to use more than the 3 to 4 pumps that are recommended. And I don't know if I got a faulty bottle, so those of you who pick this up, please leave me a comment down below. I would really like to know. When I pump this out, I get a lot of air bubbles when I'm pumping it out. I'm very familiar with what a foam formula is supposed to look like, and I know that I'm not supposed to get giant air bubbles. So I'm almost wondering if maybe I got a faulty bottle. Either way, if I'm doing my moderate glam look during the week, I have to use about 5 to 6 pumps of this to be able to really get all my makeup off, and I really have to work it in. If I work out with that kind of makeup on, and the makeup, I obviously am producing more oils, it's sort of like almost becoming emollient, melting, really melting into my skin. I've got to use about 7 to 8 pumps of this in order to really get all of that makeup off. So, does it get the job done? Bottom line, yes, it definitely double cleanses. And even at using 7 to 8 pumps, it does not dry out my skin. Not once. As a content creator doing these videos for you guys, I often have to take off my makeup and put my makeup back on, as you guys know. And so my face takes quite a hit often when filming that kind of content for you guys. This has saved my skin during that kind of content because it cleanses my skin, but again, it doesn't dry out my skin. It doesn't leave a film. Your skin just feels clean and well balanced. I don't know the science behind it. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they executed it, but they did a damn good job is all I'm gonna say. So congratulations, Merit, on this cleanser. Few things to know. I understand nobody wants to use a 7 to 8 pumps because, for example, it's a lot cheaper the way that I would double cleanse in that situation. I use Johnson & Johnson's head to toe baby shampoo. It has to be the head to toe one, not the other one. There's 2. I use a pump of that, 2 pumps of that. I'll cleanse my skin, and then I will go in with my pricier cleanser and use a minimal amount of that to get whatever is left over. That's how I've always that's how I've always double cleansed for years and years. But with that, sometimes you do get a little bit of tightness, not too much, but a little bit, depending on what cleanser you use. And your skin feels squeaky clean, which is obviously what I'm going for. But with this, it feels squeaky clean, but there's no tightness. It just feels really good. You know what it feels like? It feels like when you apply your skincare at night and you go to sleep and you know your skin has soaked that up, and then you wake up in the morning and your skin is not as emollient as when you went to sleep, obviously, and you apply like 17 different layers of moisturizer and serums on your skin. But it feels nice. It feels normal, you know? Back in the teenage years when we didn't have all the issues with aging, it does a great job. And I do want to reiterate, if you're using the Merit products, this is going to definitely 1000% double cleanse. If you are using moderate glam, other high coverage makeup, you are gonna have to use more than the 3 to 4 pumps that are recommended. So kind of analyze the kind of makeup that you use, how much you enjoy wearing on a daily basis, and figure out if this product is for you. This is definitely gonna be a repurchase for me. I'm gonna buy another bottle just because I wanna know if I got a faulty one, if it's supposed to really let out all of those air bubbles, because I find that I would probably have to use less product if I didn't get those giant air bubbles, which you'll see in a moment when I pump it out, because I'm gonna demo it for you guys. I'm very pleased with this product. I think they did an amazing job, especially that it's so effective at breaking down the SPF. I cannot tell you how many cleansers make the claim that they take off SPF, but you always have that very thin film of SPF left on your skin. If you know, you know. It really does work well with their line of makeup products, and it works very well with other products as well. It's just you're gonna need to use a little bit more. At the end of the day, you guys do the math and see if it's feasible for you. I'm actually pleased with this product. It has a 12-month shelf life. You get 5 fluid ounces, and it's made in the US, which you guys know I always get really giddy when things are made in the US. As an American, we don't have a lot of things that are made here. And so when I see that there are products that are made in the US, it you know, makes me a little bit happy. I feel like this is what the Europeans must feel like. Like, I feel like everything's made in Italy or France, you know? Do you guys get excited, or are you guys kind of used to it when you see that products are made in your country? I tend to get a little bit happy. Anywho, let's go ahead and demo this product. Okay, we're in the bathroom. Shake this sucker up. I'm gonna do 1 pump, but see those giant air bubbles? I feel like I'm not supposed to get that. If I pump it slowly, I don't get the giant air bubbles, which is why I feel like I may have gotten a faulty pump. So this is 3 pumps. We are doing, how much makeup do I have on? We're gonna do 4, because I just filmed a video applying other Westman Atelier products, which I feel like I went a little bit heavy-handed on this blush. So this is 4 pumps. That's quite a lot. Now, I just rub it onto my hands like this, and I massage it onto my skin. It does not matter whether your skin is dry or wet. It's effective regardless. And I'm gonna now do my eyes, but I'm gonna cut a lot of this out because once I put this over my eyes, I'm not gonna be able to look at you guys. So I just work it in. I don't even know if I'm in frame. I hope so. And really, it's the eye makeup, right, where I really concentrate, because man, that Victoria Beckham tubing mascara, she don't play. And just, I really work it in. I do a lot more than the 30 seconds, by the way, because I've already gauged, like, if I have quite a lot of makeup on, I'm gonna massage this for a lot more than 30 seconds. Get into those eyebrows to get rid of the eye pencil, and now let's wash it. I apply a couple of more splashes onto my hand, and I will massage it a little bit more with water, and it actually will even foam up even more when you do that. So here is the final product. No raccoon eyes. There's no film on my skin. And the only tiny bit of makeup left is like what goes into my hairline, as you can see. Just because I really don't want to get soap in there. Because I did my hair yesterday, and I'm trying to see if I can have it still look decent for tonight. But let's go to natural light so you guys can see how clean my skin looks. Squeaky clean. No raccoon eyes. It took off my eyeliner, everything. My skin doesn't feel tight. It feels great. I really recommend the Merit cleanser. I have an affiliate link in the comments section should you choose to support my channel. Eternally grateful. But yes, if you've been wanting to try it, it's definitely gonna be a repurchase for me for years to come. The only cleanser I've come across that actually double cleanses. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's the only other social media platform I'm currently active on. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Give it a like. It pushes it into the algorithm so that more people can see this. And with that, you guys, I leave you. Enjoy your weekend and have a good one. Bye.